Was Abraham Lincoln a president?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was just a whatever publical figure.
Welcome back to Delulu Diaries, where the timelines don't match, but the receipts always do. Today we're going to be watching some more of Amberlynn's TikToks, but before we jump into that, I do just want to say I have noticed I've been getting more comments about my voice. Yes, I know I speak with a extreme vocal fry. It only gets worse when I'm out of breath or very tired, which being in my 8th month of pregnancy tends to happen by the end of these longer videos. So yes, I am aware it's not something I'm choosing to do. That is my natural voice. I know that people say there's things that you can do to fix it. I don't care, to be honest, enough to do anything about it. I like my voice fine. But I have seen a couple of people concerned that I'm like a smoker or something like that. So I just wanted to say it's not health related. It is just the way that I talk. And like I said, being pregnant, I get out of breath super, super easy. So my health is fine. It's just a symptom of what I'm dealing with my pregnancy. I hope that kind of clears everything up, but let's go ahead and jump into Amber's videos and see what she's got going on in early August.
Hello. So we're about to do a taste test of a protein bar that people have been telling me, Amberlynn, try it, baby. There are so many flavors. I was debating between the mint one and peanut butter one. So this was $11 at Target. We have the Bear Bells peanut butter. So there's 20 grams of protein, no added sugar. I know people are afraid of sugar sometimes, and that's okay. There are 9 grams of sugar alcohols. These are 210 calories. There is 8.
Okay, so 20 grams of protein for 200 grams, 20 grams of protein for 200 calories is not bad. That's a pretty good protein to calorie ratio. What I will say is I don't think that she needs to be doing taste tests, especially of like highly processed foods this deep into her trying to lose weight. I also I still don't understand why she is doing this so frequently. Like the first time that she introduced the protein shake on her channel, she was like, oh, well, I'm running out of the house this morning. I have stuff to do. I don't have time to make a breakfast. And that's like totally understandable. But you should be making breakfast most days. And she has had protein shakes for breakfast a lot since the first introduction of the protein bars. So that would be the thing that I would say is, generally speaking, if it works for you, great, keep it. But I don't know. I just feel like ultra processed foods are really becoming a blight on Americans. This is just my personal opinion. I'm not saying that everybody has to cut them out, but me and my husband started cutting them out about 3 weeks ago. I will say, as a little aside, so I don't sound like I'm like trying to brag on my diet, we do still go out to eat once a week. So I know I'm still getting shit food in my diet. Don't take me wrong. I'm not like perfect, but it's actually been fairly easy for us to cut out the ultra processed foods. Granted, I stay at home. It's a lot easier for me to make snacks to have on hand, which is like the number one reason why people buy ultra processed foods, because they're just convenient. But yeah, I don't think she should be eating her protein via protein bar on days that she's not going out and doing anything, which is most of the time. Like there's no reason she can't make her little eggs, cook up some sausage, whatever, something similar to what we've seen her do. Or that little bowl of oatmeal she has every single night, just move that to the morning, because that's so fast to make, So yeah, I don't love the fact that we're getting protein bars for breakfast. Also, she said $11, and it says right here on the box that there is 4 bars per box. That is practically $3 per bar. That's crazy. Like, I don't know how people justify that. I mean, okay, let me back up. I can understand how people who earn a fair amount of money and go to the gym all the time and need to have like a quick protein option available to them. There are people where I can see this being worth the value if the ingredient list is clean. I'm not 100% sure what they put in here, but I can see a world where for some people where their time is more valuable, that this could be worth it. But for me personally, for almost $3 for a protein bar, I don't care how good and protein packed that protein bar is. it would have to pretty much deliver me my entire protein goal for the day for me to even consider that kind of worth it. So I will not be purchasing these. They do look delicious, but I'm just not the kind of person that is going to eat a protein bar if I have time to cook food for myself. Honestly, even if I didn't have time to cook food for myself, I probably would not be reaching for a protein bar.
Fat, 3.5 saturated fat, 10 milligrams of cholesterol, 190 milligrams of sodium, and 20 carbohydrates. Fiber is 3 grams. So I just wanted to, you know, let y'all know the nutrition before you like go out and get one. This is what the package looks like. And this is what the bar looks like. It gives me a little bit of like heebie-jeebies. We don't.
I hate that. She's going on about like the food textures and stuff. She always says she's like weird about food and that she's like scared to try things and the texture puts her off and stuff. And I just feel like if this was a healthy food option and she said it was giving her the heebie-jeebies, she would be like, "Oh, I'm not going to eat that." Because we've seen her do that before, where she goes, "Oh, yeah, I don't know, it looks weird. I don't even want to try it." And with this, I know she's going to eat it. Also, it to me, it comes off like she's trying to get a brand deal or like a partnership with them because like she is really trying to sell this and there's no affiliate link or anything like that on her page. So it's not like she is currently being paid by them, but just the way she's going through everything feels very like that. Or alternatively, she may have seen somebody else do a review of these that was sponsored and wanted to recreate it because she thought that that person was cool or whatever, because we know she does that as well. Where she'll see a influencer that she admires do something and then she wants to do it too, even if she's not getting paid to do it. But either way, I already know what's going to happen is she's going to bite into this thing and be like, "Oh my gosh, it's delicious. You guys have to try these. It's so good. You would not even be able to convince me that it's a protein bar." But let's see.
Have to get into it though. It smells like I'm about to cheat. It smells like I'm eating a Reese's. Yeah, it smells like Reese's candy. Like legitness. Let's try it. What? What? Oh my god. This tastes like a candy bar. I'm telling you guys, 15 years ago, protein bars tasted disgusting. Like, let's be real. But the protein bars that are being made now, they taste so freaking good. Like, this is delicious. If someone literally took off the wrapper and just like handed me a piece and said, "Hey, try this candy that Reese's came out with it," I would be like, "Oh wow, that's delicious." I'm so confused right now. The text.
I hate it when she says she is so confused. Like, girl, you like everything you put in your mouth that is like borderline unhealthy. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to rag on these protein bars too much because I genuinely feel like they're not the worst option on the market. But like, she always acts confused when it's like, "Girl, it's gonna taste like chocolate and peanut butter." Even if it has that protein kickback or whatever, I would not trust her review to include that because she only has two modes. Either she tries it and she goes, "Oh my gosh, you guys, this is delicious. You have to make this." Or every once in a while, she will try something and be like, "Oh, it's good, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's good." And that's when you can tell she really hates it. So, yeah, I don't think she's a good food reviewer anyways. On top of that, it's not lost on me that this was posted on August 4th, and August 4th is the day she was supposed to be able to get her monetization back on YouTube. She was approved and denied on the same day, and so I feel, in my personal opinion, that she may be wearing the sunglasses to hide the fact that she has puffy eyes from crying. Um, and that's not like a dig at her. Honestly, if I had been on YouTube for 10 years and that was how I was earning the majority of my money, and I found out that I was never going to be able to get remonetized again or that it was going to be a severe battle, I would cry too. So, like, don't take that as me saying, "Oh, she's such a baby." Like, I'm just saying, I feel like that's probably what happened is that she got the news and then all of a sudden we're getting this like protein bar that tastes like a candy taste test. Like, I feel like she just needed to throw up some content. She was like, let me put on my glasses so people can't see that I've been upset and I can't overeat for money. So let me act like it's a taste test and eat something delicious. I would not be surprised, not saying this is what happened, but I would not be surprised if she pounded all four of these protein bars if that was the case. That being said, the other thing that worries me about protein bars in general, and I am not saying this about the Bear Bells, like, please do not connect this to their brand, don't sue me. But there was this one person, I forgot who the like brand was, but they were selling this protein cake mix. And it came out after the fact that they were just selling a regular cake mix. So there was all these people having these cake mix or cake batter smoothies or whatever, being like, this is the best protein powder ever, blah, blah, blah. And then it came out that that guy was just totally lying about what was in his product. I don't know if you guys remember that. He did end up getting sued, and it was like a class action lawsuit or whatever. So, like, they're not producing anymore. I think it was a year ago. It might have been 2 years ago now. If you guys know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments, please, so I don't seem crazy. But yeah, that always sticks in my mind when I hear people talk about how delicious protein bars are. I'm like, you never 100% know. Like, yes, it is illegal and they are not supposed to be doing that, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more companies fudging the numbers than it seems like there are. But either way, let's go ahead and finish off this TikTok and then jump into the next.
Texture is good. The taste is good. Oh my god, this is way better than even the Built Puff bars, and I love Built Puff. These might be my new protein bar. Highly recommend. I'm so excited to try the other flavors. Hello, hello. Hello, welcome to Everything I Ate Today in a Calorie Deficit. First things first, I am having one of these Bear Bell peanut butter bars. I did a taste test. You guys have already seen that. If you haven't seen it, it's already up, so go watch. This is two.
Okay, so she posted this on August 5th, and she is wearing the same getup that she had on in her August 4th video. So that makes me think that this was also filmed on August 4th, and she just put the taste test up the day before.
110 calories. So good. What is going on? Like, it is phenomenal. Oh my god. So I'm wearing sunglasses for my whole TikTok today because I don't like how my eyes look today. This one's a little like swollen.
Her arms are looking very rough. I mean, I don't think I've seen her arms look this bad in quite a while. I don't know how excoriation works, or I know other people have other theories about what's going on with her arms, but this is like concerning to me that she has so many marks that have not healed up. And this one has a band-aid over it. So like if these ones are out in the air and this one has a band-aid over it, like how bad has that one got to be for her to have covered it up? But that's beside the point.
Might be the glitter I used yesterday. It's fine. So anyways, what I made is 513 calories. I wanted spaghetti, so I made it. No, I'm not afraid of pasta. But I wanted to try zucchini. But I combined it all together. So this is literally lean beef, a serving and a half of the spaghetti sauce I'm using. I also added garlic, onion. What else? I think that's it. Obviously the zucchini. I'm gonna have a serving of Parmesan cheese on top. Yes, I am. You know what? I'm actually gonna do it this way. So many people are like, Amberlynn, why don't you just do it this way? I don't know. Sometimes I do it that way, sometimes I don't. So 28 grams. This cheese goes a long way. It's crazy. I love zucchini so much. I didn't know zucchini was as low calorie as it is. I was like, damn, okay. Oh, and I also added sriracha in the cooking process. Mm-hmm.
Is that not the same reaction she gave for the protein bar? I swear, it's always the same reaction. Regardless, okay, a couple of notes. First of all, she always is so fast to say, oh, some people are scared of this for some reason, or I'm not scared of this for that reason, or whatever, blah, blah. First of all, she says that she's scared of her food so frequently. So I don't really like the way that she's like talking down to people who may be scared to have added sugar or may be scared to have pasta. I think it's like reasonable if you're on a fresh diet, like you're just starting out, to be wanting to get rid of your like I don't know, the carbs that you would overeat on. So like for me personally, I love spaghetti. It's one of my favorite meals. It's definitely something that I have overeaten on a lot. I'm at a place now where I'm totally good to weigh it out, and usually I will just have like one serving of pasta, and then I'll have like a huge salad beforehand to kind of like fill myself up before I get to the like main course. So I'm not like afraid to have pasta anymore, but when I was first starting my weight loss journey, it was very like I don't want to say nerve-wracking, that's a little bit dramatic. I was nervous to overeat on pasta because I know myself. I know that's something that I really enjoy and that I like to eat way more than one serving. So, I don't think it's like I don't think it's cute that she's like, I'm not afraid of pasta like some people, or when she was reviewing the protein bars, being like, I know some people are afraid of added sugar. I'm not, blah, blah. And it's like, you don't, afraid is probably the wrong word. You don't have to be afraid of it. But at the same point, there are things that are good to keep an eye on. So, like, for example, I would never tell anybody that avocado is unhealthy. It's super good for you, but it is high calorie. So, if you are a short woman who doesn't do any kind of exercise, yeah, I wouldn't say eat 3 avocados a day. That would be like very bad advice because you're probably only able to eat like 12 to 1500 calories in a day, depending on your activity level. And again, like I said, your height and gender. So I just don't like the way that she's like talking down to us. It almost seems like she's taking in a lot of anti-dietitian advice because I know like Abby Sharp will say that kind of stuff a lot where she's like, don't be afraid to have whatever you want, everything in moderation, which I do think that that works for some people. I think that different diets work for different people. But for someone like me personally, I don't really like that kind of advice because I find it easier to just, like, I don't know. Some people do better with moderation. I personally prefer to just like cut. Like I would rather just cut it out and not be tempted to overeat, especially on like the early days of a diet, rather than eat things in moderation. But I do both. Like I do have pasta in moderation because I love it and I would never want to give that up. But then there's other things like candy where I would say that I don't eat it in moderation. I just don't have it. I don't keep it in the house. I will have it on special occasions. Like for Halloween, yes, I will have some candy. For my birthday, yes, I will have some candy. But I just feel like I don't really miss it because I have other things that are like sweet enough to replace it for me. So yeah, I don't know. I think that sounds very kind of nasty. Her talking down to us being like, oh, well, I'm not afraid of this, or you guys shouldn't be afraid of this, or some people are afraid of this. Like, okay, girl, you have your own issues with food. Maybe we don't need to talk down to people who are trying their best.
Yep, that's so good. 10 out of 10 recommend, baby. All right, you guys, for 476 calories, I have some A1 sauce here, broccoli, and then potatoes with sirloin steak. Look how freaking delicious this looks. Like, I think yes.
That does look good. I still think she overcooks the hell out of her steak, and I personally would not want my steak that well done, but it looks like a good plate. I think that that would be a very nice lunch. Maybe I would have it for dinner. It looks kind of like on the large side for a lunch for me personally, but let me know how you guys feel about A1, by the way, because I know so many people are like, oh, if you have to have A1 with your steak, you don't like steak. And I don't have to have A1. Like, I pretty much never have it, but I do like the flavor of it. Like, I don't know. I even like it better not with steak. Like, I'll put it on, like, if I was having this meal, I would have it with like the potatoes. Obviously, she mixed hers all together. Um, But yeah, I don't know. I like the flavor of A1. I don't need steak sauce with steak every single time I have it. I pretty much only ever have steak just how it's cooked, a little bit of salt and pepper. But yeah, I don't know. That seems like it's one of those things that's like so divisive for no reason.
For 160 calories, I'm having a Chobani flip and key lime crumble. The fact that I've remembered to put these sunglasses on every single time I film is crazy. The last thing I'm gonna have are these Harvest Snaps sour cream and onion for 340 calories. So that means I'm ending the day at 1,699 calories. Hello.
Okay, so I don't understand why she feels the need to have the glasses on. I know she said that she just doesn't like the way that her eyes look, but like we've seen her looking pretty rough before, so I don't know. On the one hand, I'm tempted to say she's come to the internet looking rough before, so what is the difference if she wears, sunglasses or not? On the other hand, she does have a newer audience on TikTok. I mean, even on my channel, I've definitely seen comments from people who are clearly new consumers of Amberlynn, and that's not a dig at them. Everybody starts the Amber train somewhere. I really don't mind when people come onto my channel and say that I'm being nasty or not giving her the benefit of the doubt. I don't feel like I'm being nasty to her. I do feel like I've given her more of a benefit of the doubt than other reaction channels are, but I can understand where if you're just finding Amberlynn and maybe you've mostly just consumed her content straight from her off of TikTok, that this stuff does sound mean. That being said, I am taking into consideration her full history. So that's just where I'm coming from. But, either way, I'm just saying maybe for her new audience, she does not want to have the same representation that she's had on YouTube, which is sometimes she comes on looking very rough. And the other thing is, if she is feeling a little extra sensitive because of the fact that she just found out she can't get remonetized on YouTube, then I don't really blame her for taking steps to decrease any potential like bad talk about her. Everybody who creates content is going to have days where they're more sensitive and less sensitive. So, I'm not trying to harp on her too much for that. I just think it's kind of a weird choice to do. Like, if you feel like you look puffy, you could just not film that day, or, she could put makeup on because I know she's a makeup girly or whatever she needed to do. But that's kind of a minor point. In terms of the food that she ate in this day, I think it was fine. I don't really care for the protein bar, but overall, I thought everything she ate looked fine. Again, I'm not really a huge fan of ultra processed food, and she is like me. She stays at home all day. Granted, I have a child that I have to account for, so Amber probably has a little more free time than me. Uh, she probably has a lot more free time than me. I don't know why I'm trying to like be so nice here at the end. Amberlynn definitely has more free time than me, and I understand that she's a little bit limited because of her back pain and stuff like that for cooking in the kitchen, but we've seen her cook sitting down before, so I don't know why she is not opting to make some healthier snacks for herself and a healthier breakfast, but overall, I did not think that this was that bad of a day. Of course, as always, I have to add in my little disclaimer that I don't believe this is all that she's eating. I think that she would be losing weight significantly faster. And I've seen a couple of you guys in the comments talk to me about My 600-Pound Life, the TV show. I don't watch that show. There's a lot of stuff surrounding surgery in that show, and that kind of icks me out. So I do not watch that show. But you guys have said that on Dr. Now's program, people will lose like 50 pounds in a month. Obviously, being of Amber's size, that is a healthy amount of weight that you can lose. A smaller person would not lose that much and should not aim to lose that much, just to be clear. Um, and so that does make her weight loss seem kind of small compared to the calories that she says she's eating. If she genuinely was losing the amount of weight that she says she's losing, even if it's slower than what she could do, I would have no issue with that because weight loss is weight loss. It doesn't matter how fast or slow you go as long as you're being healthy about it. But just with the numbers she's reporting, seeing on the scale compared to the number of calories she says that she's eating, I don't feel like the math adds up. So I hope that kind of makes sense to you guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. How do you feel about the protein bars that she was showing? How do you feel about A1 steak sauce? Are you a hater? Do you like it? Have you never tried it? I know I have a couple of people who watch from other countries. I'm not sure if they even have A1 in like Australia. But yeah, let me know all of that. And if you made it this far, of course, you already know. Stay Delulu, but not that Delulu. And I'll catch you in the next one.